All right, we're ready to bring our next 20 images into Lightroom. You can see that I have my SD card inserted and I have my flash drive in the computer. I'm going to go into my flash drive and into my photos folder and into the assignment 1 folder, and I am going to create a new folder, and I am going to call it my next 20. So I now have the next 20 folder ready to go. I'm going to open up my SD card, go into the DCIM folder, into the Canon 100 folder, and I am going to grab my next 20 images. I'm going to look at it by list view so that I can see the date and know that all of the images that I'm going to grab are from this August time period in 2024. I'm using older images. Your images will be from the last few days when you took the photos. Sometime between last week and this week when you've taken these new photos. I'm going to select those images. I selected the first one up at the top. I scrolled down to the bottom one. I held down Shift and I selected the bottom one. And now I can drag those right up into my next 20 folder, and I will let those copy over. Those are just about done copying, and now that they're done copying, I can eject my SD card by clicking on the eject button next to it. It disappears. I take it out of the card reader, and then I'm going to launch Lightroom. So I'm going to go back into my Lightroom Master Catalog folder, down to my Master Catalog, and I'm going to double click on it. I double clicked on the words, which let me edit them. I'm going to double click on that icon of it, and it's going to launch Lightroom for me with my library in place. Then we're going to do the same thing that we did for our first 20 images, which is we're going to come in here and we're going to hit the import button. I'm going to look on the left side here and I'm going to find my next 20 folder. There's my next 20 images. It's more than 20 images. That's fine. It can be more than 20 images. So there's my next group of images. I'm adding them to my catalog. My copyright is on there. I'm going to add some keywords. OCC photo. I'm going to add photo 123. I'm going to call it assignment 1. And then these are all in New York, so I'm going to say New York as well. So there's 4 keywords that I've added to them. All of the images are checked and ready to come in to the catalog. And so I'll hit the import button down here on the right. So we'll notice a few different things about our catalog now. One is the all photographs now says 43, and my previous import now says 23. So I now have 43 images in my Lightroom catalog. I have my first 20, and I have another 23 that I just imported into the catalog. So let's talk about our folder structure that we're seeing over here on the left. So I see these as 2 individual folders, but they live inside of the assignment 1 folder. So I can come over here and I can right click on it and I can say show parent folder, and that's going to show the folder above these 2 folders. So if I show the parent folder, it now shows me my assignment 1 folder and then the 2 folders that are inside of it. And so now I can click on the assignment 1 folder and I can see all 43 images together. I can click on my first 20 and I just see those. And I can click on my next 20 and just see those. I'm going to do my next 20 for right now, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and add ratings and color labels to them. And so I'm going to kind of look at these and go, do I like the horizontal or the vertical? I think I kind of like the vertical on this, and so I'm going to hit that one. I like this shot, but it's blurry, so I'm not going to use it. This one's nice. I'm going to pick that. Oh, I like that one too. I'm going to pick it. Oh, that's kind of cool, so I'll pick that. These are some images that I shot to create a panorama. I will show that to you in the upcoming weeks. I like that shot. I have two versions of this. I think I like the close-up one better. And so now I have my ratings. I can filter by my ratings and see that I have chosen 6 more photos out of my 23. So I'm kind of good to go with that. If I go look at my assignment 1 and I do my ratings of 1 star or better, I now have 19 photos that are selected. You may remember that in week 1, we got it down to 5 photos by going to 3 stars. So I may want to go into my next 20, search by my 1 star, and see that I have these 6 photos. Maybe I want to get this down to 5 photos as well, so that I've added 5 photos each week. And so I'm going to choose between one of these 2. And I think that I'm going to go with this one here. And I'm going to make it 3 stars. And then I'm going to make all the other ones 3 stars as well. And what that'll allow me to do is when I get back to assignment 1 and I look at my 3 stars, I now have 10 photos that I have chosen. So I decided to sort of jump these up to 3 stars in order to be in alignment with the first folder that I created or edited. So you can see how I'm kind of using my rating system in order to adapt to get or see what I want to see out of my photos. So that's bringing in our next 20 images. In another video, I'm going to talk about some of our file management, how we can move files around, some troubleshooting, as well as going into collections.